People have been asking us about our D3, Disruptive Environments Winter Mountain Problem Solving course, and what it's all about. Well, if you look behind me, that's what it's about. It's about that picture-perfect painting, if you will, or where the beauty and peace and tranquility is so big you can't even take it all in. Whether you're a snowboarder, a skier, cross-country skier, snowshoer, ice climber, paraglider, or mountaineer, or maybe you're just driving your kids down the road to take some pictures. It could be the most beautiful thing in the world. You can go back to your campsite at night and literally it can be like an old Milwaukee commercial where it doesn't get any better than this. But what you don't see behind me, hidden in all of Mother Nature's beauty, is the beast, or the moment as we call it. And as we know, you don't get to choose the moment. The moment chooses you. And that moment is what this course is all about.
I think one of the issues at hand here is that we live in a day and age where people expect to be able to dial 911 or make a phone call and have responders, come find them and come rescue them, or they hit their spot device somewhere in the backcountry and expect that there are going to be rescuers, flying in and plucking them out from a really remote environment. And I guess my sentiment along those lines is that if you're not prepared yourself to deal with the consequences of a position you put yourself in, then that's a giant red flag to me.
I know that when I first started out in the backcountry, what I thought would be a good place to go sometimes was possibly one of the worst places, a terrain trap. It looks like it's an easy way to get up the hill, but it is absolutely the last place that you would want to be if a avalanche cut loose. Or just getting out and experiencing the avalanche terrain and the backcountry with a person who has been there and can help you choose a safe route is just huge.
This is a basic fundamental winter survival course where we concentrate on the priorities of what you should do when that moment strikes. We start simple with the rules of 3. 3 seconds. That's the first one. That's the only one I'm going to give you right now because that's the 3 seconds that everything can go into horror. It can turn into a Gridlink album really quick. Mindset is the most important thing. If you don't have law of attraction working for you out here in a positive way, when that sheer moment of terror hits, you won't know what to do. So we focus on prioritizing.
We live in a day and age when being an elite level athlete is relatively commonplace, whether it's in the skiing realm or the climbing realm. And one of the things that I'd like to draw attention to is there's a huge discrepancy between someone who has the skills, perhaps, we'll use skiing as an example, to negotiate their way down this steep, rocky slope. The difference between that person and someone who belongs there and can travel there safely is the whole background of education, the comfort level with route selection like Chris was talking about, and the educational background to be able to know the difference.
I've lost a lot of friends in avalanches, and one of the biggest issues that I can see as I look back is what their route selection was, where they went, as well as what was the weather doing in the snowpack on that day. And some of these guys have been, experts in the backcountry, but they let ego get in the way of good common sense and making safe decisions. I think that learning to try and take your ego out of it, or take the human factor, what our wants and desires are, really shouldn't play too much of a part when you're dealing with potentially extremely hazardous terrain, and the mountains can just be really unforgiving if you allow yourself to make a mistake.
You don't have to be a backcountry snowboarder or mountaineer person to take this course. You could be law enforcement, you could be military, you could be just a person that drives down the road through these mountains on a daily basis. Avalanches. We've been sitting here for about 15 minutes, and during this film we've seen about 7 avalanches fall behind us, and this is in boundaries territory. We've had about 3 days of solid snow with light base. Things are slipping, things are sliding, and it just takes a small 6-foot slide to throw your car off the road, 300 foot down a cliff. Next thing you know, the sun's going down, you're spending the night. And that's when you get killed quicker than a bullet if you don't have the right tools and the right mindset to get yourself out of that situation.
I think preparation and having not just the tools and the latest whiz bangs and the gizmos, but having the skill set and the ability to use those and put them into place the way you need to affect the the day gone bad, if you will. So I feel like it's more than just the brain. Granted, survival's about making do in the worst case scenario, and that requires a lot of inner gumption and sort of warrior spirit. But a big part of what we're going to be helping people with is helping with those tools, helping with the pre-preparation, helping with the education so that we can travel safely in the backcountry. We can access the remote areas that we're looking to and experience this place.
So if you're ready to sign up for this course, go to HaleyStrategics.com and go to our training page. From there you could go down to the schedule. You could click on the Winter Mountain Problem Solving flyer and it'll open up and tell you everything you need to know. Then shoot us an email at train@HaleyStrategics.com and we'll get you enrolled and we'll see you out here.